जी सर.
हो गया सर?
Yes.
हो गया सर, हो गया. स्टार्ट करो. स्टार्ट.
Hello everybody. Today we shall discuss different aspects of jurisprudence. What is jurisprudence? What is the definition of jurisprudence? What is the thought of jurisprudence? What are the different ingredients of the jurisprudence? What is the law of jurisprudence? While we talk about jurisprudence, we talk about the philosophy of law. What is the philosophy of law? What is the knowledge of law? What is the views for constituting any particular law? That is the jurisprudence. What is jurisprudence? The definition of jurisprudence has been given by different jurists, social reformers and social scientists. Means jurisprudence is the knowledge or the thought behind any law. When any law comes into existence, there is always a thought, some philosophy, some views, some chain of hierarchical norms. There are some reforms in the law. There are different schools of law: positivist school, analytical school, historical school, sociological school, natural law school. Different schools are there, and all schools are having their own thoughts. What are the thoughts of jurists of analytical school, thoughts of the jurist of historical school, the thoughts of naturalist? Everybody has their different thoughts. When the first thing which is required to be understood is that what is the use of studying jurisprudence? What is the importance of studying jurisprudence? By studying the jurisprudence, any advocate or any person is making his mind towards the law, towards the philosophy of law, towards the preparation of the law, origin of law, development of law. All the things are there in the mind of the social scientists or in the social reformers. Means the members of the Supreme Court, judges of the Supreme Court, judges of the High Courts are social scientists. They are also jurists. They are reforming the society. They are not applying the laws as it is. They are by whom the laws are prepared, everybody knows. The laws are prepared by the Parliament, by the Lok Sabha, by the Rajya Sabha. But the courts are, whether the courts are bound to follow those, obey those provisions as it is, or they are powerful, they are empowered to modify them. All these things are the part of jurisprudence. These rules which are prepared by the court, which are prepared by the advocates, and judges, this type of generation of rules is known as the realist school of jurisprudence. The realist school means application of the law. Laws have been prepared by the Parliament, but some modifications can be made. Everybody has studied what is Article 13 of the Constitution of India. The courts are empowered to review. Power of judicial review is there. Whether those provisions are correct according to the Constitution of India, whether they are according to the law of natural justice, they are to be checked by the court, Supreme Court or the High Court. They are very powerful. They are having full power to reject the provisions of the Parliament. This school is known as the working of this type of persons is studied in the realist school of jurisprudence. Now, whenever we start studying jurisprudence, the thought of analytical school cannot be rejected, cannot be ignored. First of all, we will study what is the thought of analytical school. What is the thought of analytical school? The jurists or social scientists of analytical school say that the laws are those laws which are prepared by the state itself, and there are some sanctions behind those rules. If those rules which have been prepared by the parliament, if they are not followed or they are not obeyed, then punishments are also there. Because of those punishments, the members of the society do follow those provisions. They say that if the sanctions are not there, those rules will not be followed by the society, because there is no fear of any punishment. Whenever we study the international law, there is no sanction behind that, those international rules. So the members of the international community generally don't have any fear, and they don't follow the provisions of the international law. That is why the theorists or jurists of analytical school say that there should be some sanctions always for making obeyed those provisions of law. So they are the positivists. They are the positivists. They say our Kelson is also the member of the analytical school. Bentham is also the member of the analytical school. They all say about the rules should be prepared by the state, but there are some little differences between the views of the Kelson, Bentham, and Austin. Austin is the father of analytical school. Austin says the laws should be followed, otherwise there will be sanctions. And who is the father of jurisprudence? Bentham is taken as the father of jurisprudence. He is the father of jurisprudence, and he says that all the laws should give benefit to the maximum number of persons. Means laws are for the members of the society, for the benefit of the member of the society. If the laws which are harmful to the society, those laws should be rejected. Means there should be maximum benefit to the maximum number of persons in the society. The theory of pain and pleasure was given. Theory of pain and pleasure. Theory of pain and pleasure was given by Bentham. Analytical school. The jurists of analytical school are: first is the Bentham, second is Austin, then Kelson. Positivist theory. Positivist theory. Sanctions are very important for making obeyed the provisions of law. Kelson, grand norm theory of law. Grand norm theory of law. Grand norm theory of law has been given by Kelson. What is the grand norm? Grand norm is basic norm of any country. What is that basic norm? That basic norm means the other laws are taking power from that norm. Means Constitution of India is taken as the grand norm of India. If any law which violates or which disobeys the provision of the Constitution of India is null and void till the extent of clashes. So the Constitution of India cannot be disobeyed, cannot be. The provisions of the Constitution of India should be obeyed whenever any other law is prepared. The Grundam theory is given by. Fourth is Hart, HLA Hart. Rules theory of law. Rules theory was given by HLA Hart. What are the rules? Rules are of two types: primary rules and the secondary rules. What are the primary rules and what are the secondary rules? We shall discuss those things in the next period. Now, in this period, what is the conclusion of the today's class is that whenever you study law, whenever you apply law, the thought should be traced to the jurisprudence. So jurisprudence is very important for understanding the law in reality. Thank you so much.
हो गया सर
कितने मिनट का हुआ?
10 मिनट का हो गया सर